The laughter echoed across the bright, sunlit parking lot like a crack in the sky. It was the kind of laughter that cut deep, sharp and careless, and it landed squarely on Armin Hale's tired shoulders as he knelt beside his broken sedan, grease on his hands and worry etched into his face. In that moment, under the open blue afternoon, with traffic humming and shadows short beneath the cars, Armin felt smaller than he ever had before. Before the story goes any further, take a second and show your support. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and hidden potential, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Life Spark Stories. Your support helps stories like this reach hearts that need them. Armin was a single father, the kind who learned to measure life in school lunches, rent deadlines, and the soft breathing of his 6-year-old son sleeping beside him at night. Since his wife passed away, the world had not slowed down to give him time to grieve. It demanded strength he did not know he had. That afternoon, his old sedan had finally given up just outside a glass and steel office complex. Tow trucks cost more than his grocery budget for the week, so Armin did what he always did. He rolled up his sleeves and tried to fix what life had broken. That was when Victor Kessler, a millionaire CEO known for his ruthless success and luxury lifestyle, stepped out of his sleek black SUV. The sunlight gleamed off his tailored suit and polished shoes. He glanced at Armin, bent over the engine with improvised tools, and laughed openly, shaking his head as if witnessing something absurd. To Victor, it was just another reminder of how far above struggle he believed himself to be. He walked away without a second thought, leaving behind the sound of laughter and the smell of exhaust. Armin felt the sting, but he did not stop. He studied the engine with intense focus, noticing patterns others overlooked. Years ago, before life collapsed into bills and loss, Armin had been an engineering prodigy, forced to abandon his career to raise his son alone. He adjusted airflow manually, rewired a failing sensor with a creative workaround, and recalibrated the timing by instinct rather than instruction. When the engine finally turned over smoothly, it was not luck. It was brilliance shaped by hardship. The next morning, daylight poured through the windows of a high-end automotive research facility miles away. Engineers crowded around a diagnostic report sent overnight from a luxury sports car that had failed unexpectedly during a public test. The vehicle was a Ferrari prototype, and its issue baffled the team. The data revealed an unconventional solution had already been applied remotely through a test interface left open by mistake. That solution worked flawlessly. The signature attached to the code led them to a name no one recognized: Armin Hale. Within hours, Ferrari executives traced the digital fingerprint to a humble roadside repair logged by a public sensor network. They discovered that the same innovative logic used to fix a dying sedan had saved their multi-million-dollar prototype. By midday, an official car pulled up outside Armin's small apartment. The sunlight caught the red emblem on the door as neighbors watched in disbelief. Victor Kessler stood inside his glass office when the news reached him. Ferrari had publicly praised a man he had mocked, calling him a mechanical genius with instincts no algorithm could replace. The headline spread across business networks before lunchtime. Victor recognized the name and felt something unfamiliar tighten in his chest. For the first time, his laughter felt heavy with regret. Armin's life changed quickly, but not because of revenge or pride. He was offered a position that respected his mind and honored his struggle. More importantly, he could finally give his son stability without sacrificing presence. Even then, Armin remained grounded, remembering how it felt to be laughed at under the open sky, choosing humility over bitterness. If this story moved you, if it reminded you that greatness often hides beneath grease-stained hands and tired eyes, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Your engagement keeps these stories alive and reaching those who need hope. And before this story ends, leave a comment telling us where you are watching from or what part of this journey touched you most.